Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the New England Sports Center in Marlborough, Massachusetts, where it's a JWHL U-19 battle between New England Hockey Club and the Pacific Steelers. Welcome inside rink number 4 at the New England Sports Center in Marlborough. Should be a good hockey game here this evening as New England Hockey Club, wearing their white uniforms, will take on the Pacific Steelers in their black. It was a long trek for the Steelers coming from Vancouver, British Columbia. Of course, a little home cooking for New England. They play out of this building anyways, so familiar territory for them. Let's take a look at these two. New England wearing their white uniforms with the NEHC insignia on the front, with black letters, or black numbers rather, outlined in purple. On the other end, it'll be black uniforms for Pacific with gray numbers and letters outlined in red. And they will be going from left to right to start this hockey game. New England will be going from right to left once we get underway here at the New England Sports Center in Marlborough. Been a long day of hockey. Well, we've still got a couple more games for you on a frigid first Saturday night of February, as the horn sounds to end warm-ups, and we will get set to get underway. Well, get a look at the starting goaltenders in just a moment here, see who ends up going in between the pipes. Of course, New England will be settling into the net to our broadcast right, and the net to our broadcast left will belong to Pacific in the first and the third periods. And in the second period, of course, they will switch things up. It'll be 20-minute first period. And we'll take a quick break and then come back in for period 2. And, of course, we'll resurface after the second and play period number 3. Both teams appear set. They head back toward their benches. As Haley Martins will be the starting goaltender for Pacific. And the Steeler netminder wearing number 35. Committed to UNB. That's New Brunswick, of course, up in Canada. And meanwhile, we wait to see who will take the end for New England. Martins, one of 2 UNB commits on this team, one of 5 total collegiate commits. Cameron Wong and Danica Pasqua, both committing to the University of Connecticut. And Alex Allen, a defender wearing number 2, is committed to Boston University of the Hockey East. That's down the highway here from Marlborough on the Mass Pike. Just waiting for NEHC to set things up and get ready to roll. Once again, I'm Alex Thomas. You're watching the Pacific Steelers and NEHC U-19 JWHL action from the New England Sports Center in Marlborough, Massachusetts on this jam-packed Saturday evening of hockey action. It'll be Mackenzie Nicholas who will tend the goal to our right. She's wearing number 1 for New England. And they will be going from right to left in this period. From left to right, as we mentioned, will be Pacific in their black uniforms, visiting from British Columbia. And the game is on with New England winning the opening faceoff. That's kicked down into the corner for Ariel Garbin. Garbin tries to spin away. She'll play it up the wall. Holds it now, and will rotate in behind her own net. Garbin bumped off the puck. Leah Poggio knocked away. That'll allow the Steelers to set things up in the offensive zone. Gormley at the point, plays it back. There's a long shot that misses just wide on the far side. Gormley pinches in. Puck is sent down the ice. Corralled by Pacific and moved back up towards center. Turned over. That's Fox, moves in. Wrist shot steered aside by Martins. Puck sent into the corner. About a minute into this hockey game. Jarred loose. Keeping into the blue line is Olsen. Oh, rotated in, down low, wrist shot, saved by Martins. Net is off behind her. No whistle. We'll see if she resets it. And now we do get the whistle as Haley Martins dislodged the net behind her. And our first whistle of the hockey game comes just 1:03 into this contest. Face-off will be to the left of the Pacific net. Draw one by the Steelers, kicked in behind. That's where they'll start things. Stretch pass up into the neutral zone. Now a foot race and an opportunity for Pacific to open the scoring. Cutting in, wrist shot, save made by Nicholas, and she hangs on for the rebound. Pacific using their speed down the wings that time. That was Cameron Gormley. Oh, check that. That was Ray who came in, number 19, and let that quick shot go from an angle. Off the draw. One by Pacific. Kick back. Shot won't go. Back up to the blue line. Chipped out of the zone by New England. Sent right back in. Garbin will carry it up the center and then chip it up ahead. Out of the reach of Keller. The other UNB commit as that comes in, and Martins will hang on for a whistle with 8:22 to go, and a couple of NEHC forwards parked in front, so she'll take no chances early in this hockey game. First period of action. Face-off will be to the right of the Steelers net. Won by Pacific. Curling in behind, it's Lume. Chips it up the wall. Finds Dolhanty. Carries it into the zone, then she muscles down Garbin. But the puck is collected by Schkoff. Moves it up, in over the blue line, cuts it in on her backhand, couldn't get a shot away. That'll allow the Steelers' defense to take over possession and move the puck up towards center. Out of the reach of Kaya Broussard, who chips it back into the zone in behind Nicholas, who will come out and settle the puck behind her own net. Amadorf will move it up the wall. Campbell now will dump it up towards the blue line, held by the Steelers. Going over D to D. Pasqua sends it up, turned over at the defensive blue line by Pacific. Broussard will corral it and then spin inside of her own zone and take it behind the goal line with 2.5 evaporated in the period. Cameron Wong, who will go to college out here in the northeast of the United States at UConn. A Hockey East team that has really stepped up the program ever since going to the Hockey East a couple of years ago. They were in the Women's Hockey East tournament a year ago. Back to the blue line, big shot save made by Nicholas, and she'll hang on for a whistle as Alex Allen let it fly. That's another one of those players from Pacific that'll be coming east to play collegiate hockey at Boston University. Well, 3 players on this roster committed to play at Hockey East schools. Chip back up to the blue line. Allen over for Gormley. D to D. Sends it down into the far corner. Chasing after it. There's Leonard on, who sends it back up toward the blue line. Allen will pinch in to keep the play alive. Alex Allen activates defensively. Takes a trip around the offensive zone. Shot denied by Nicholas. Leonard on. Holds it. Number 7 in black. Chips it around the wall. Kristen plays it down low. Patterson tries to chip it up ahead. She was bumped off the puck by Antonelli. Puck still alive. Antonelli comes away with it. 7 in white will fire it off the boards. That's out of the reach of Allen, although she was able to knock it down and gain possession just over center. That puck dumped back into the New England zone. Held by Dorf. Picks up speed. That puck was tipped up in towards center. It'll be handled by Wong, who spins away from trouble and chips it up for Keller. Keller will send it in on net, and Nicholas will take no chances. With a couple of Steelers in the vicinity, she'll hang on for a whistle. 16:01 to go on our opening period. Face-off will go to the right of the New England cage. Face-off won by Pacific. Wrist shot, knocked just wide. Peterson in there. Keller bumped off the puck. Patterson digging away. Comes back up to the blue line. D to D. Wong tries to backhand it deep into the zone, and now an opportunity the other way. Here comes Campbell. Moving in. She'll spin away. Try to rotate it back up to the blue line, and does. Mandaree couldn't get a hold on it. Now it's sent back into the New England zone where Keller is first one on it for Pacific. Keller trying to set it up for the Steelers from an angle. Back up top for Allen. Looks for a lane. Heavy wrist shot. That's blocked. Allen gets it back. Looking for another opportunity. Keller was stripped off the puck by, I believe that was Fox. It was for New England. Puck swung right back in. Clear to the line. Not out. Kick back down for Keller. Now Patterson will chase after it for Pacific. Patterson working on Emmerdorf down low. Puck is knocked free and moved ahead by New England. Cleared up to the line, but not out. Brassard keeps it in this time. She'll take a lap in the offensive zone. Miscommunication, and Brassard has to come back to the neutral zone. She'll take it inside of her own blue line and then move it up. Nearly tripped up on the play was Dolhanty. Instead, it's turned over and carried in by Willard. Savannah Willard will carry it into the offensive zone. Taken ahead by Dolhanty. Left behind for Brassard, who lets a shot go. Nicholas turns it aside. Rebound into the corner. Brassard first on it for Pacific. She steers it in towards the slot for Dolhanty, but she couldn't collect it. And now the puck will head back out towards center, where Allen will wait. Allen moves it up ahead. Here's Sims. Carries it in, trying to send it towards the front of the net. Steered aside by Nicholas. Allen with it. Back up to the top. Held by Lume. Shot is tipped right on. It will bounce onto the net. Nicholas will make the save and hang on for a whistle with 14:04 to go in the opening frame. Face-off will go to the right of Mackenzie Nicholas. Still scoreless between Pacific and New England. Face-off won by NEHC. Poggio moves it up ahead, trying to connect, could not. Gormley skates away from two defenders and then moves it up, and here comes Kristen the other way. Wrist shot saved by Nicholas and no rebound. Good rebound control for Mackenzie Nicholas, number one for New England so far in this hockey game. Really hasn't surrendered any kind of second chance opportunities for the Pacific attackers, who have done a good job attacking the net so far in this hockey game. 13:45 and counting remaining in the opening period. Puck finds the blue line, doesn't get out. Gormley. Pass sent over to the far wall. Kristen will collect and then spin away in the far corner. Moves it up for Pasqua. Back up to the blue line. Wrist shot. That one misses just wide. Leonardon was in there, but don't believe she was able to tip it on the net. She may have sent it just wide. Curling in her own zone is Wong. Tries to play it up the wall. There's Kristen. Able to play it up to center. Puck is sent right back in, that time by Dorf. And then it'll allow New England to get a change with the game 7 minutes old. Steelers play it in the far corner, deep inside of their own zone. That's moved up ahead as Pacific tries to get things going. Pasqua with speed, gets it to center, and then he'll dump it deep into the zone. She'll pick it up on her backhand in the near corner, try and rotate it up to the point. Doesn't really have much of a lane. She'll give it off instead. That pass is turned over and sent deep into the zone by Fox. Steered aside by Martins, in behind the Pacific net with 12.5 to play in our opening period. That pass attempt misses everything and eventually will go for icing, as it'll go by Mackenzie Nicholas by maybe an inch and a half. 12:32 remaining in our opening period, still scoreless. Face off to the right of the Steelers' cage. Antonelli to take the offensive zone face-off for New England. She wins the draw. Off for scrum. Puck comes loose. There's a shot right on. Bobbles around. In behind the net. Nobody can get it. And now we get a whistle. Puck seemed to have gotten off of 3 or 4 bodies. Was ricocheting around everywhere. And eventually a whistle sounds after 11 seconds of frantic play in front of the Steelers' net. And that'll bring the face-off right back to the right of Martins. Clear win for New England, but the shot is blocked and kicked all the way back in off of Olsen's point shot. Dorf will spin away in her own zone, play it up the wall, couldn't get it out of the zone. Dolhanty, shot from an angle, was knocked away, and now Dorf will take it to center and dump it in. She just gained center, so no icing, and that'll allow New England to change. Sims takes it over the blue line. Taylor Sims in behind the net, puts it on her backhand for Broussard, lost a handle on it. Played by Abita, who lost it. Now it's carried up ahead, and New England will break out of the zone. Out of the reach of Campbell, who gets hit hard by Gormley. Believe they're going to call icing there. Or no, they did get the penalty. Looked pretty clear up here, but didn't see the hand go up. Campbell took a big hit along the wall from Gormley, and New England is going to go to the power play for the first time in this hockey game with 11:34 to go in the opening period, and they will have a chance to strike first. Face-off won by Pacific, clear to the line, but not out, as Garbin keeps it alive. Sent back in deep. Parton tries to fire it up the wall, could not. New England will set up in behind the Steeler net with about 12 seconds already evaporated on the power play. Spinning away is Bird. Clicks it back up to the top for Garbin. Shot, blocked. Martins looked like she may have gotten a piece of it in the end, as Pacific will clear it out of the zone. Half a minute gone by on the inaugural power play of this hockey game. Leonard on, plays it back. Allen, she'll fire it down the length of the ice. This is right on Nicholas, and she will hang on as Pasqua came in. And it'll be a defensive zone face-off for the New England power play with 10:54 to go in the opening frame. Face-off will be to the left of the New England net. It is won by Pacific. Wong tried the wrap around. She pulls up, drops it for Keller. Look out, there's a lane wrist shot. That's blocked. Kicked up behind the net. Big block for New England, as it appeared Tamina Keller had a good look at the net. Clear to the line, not out. Wong keeps it in. This Pacific power play doing a good job here of killing off time with about 50 seconds to go in the inaugural power play of the evening. Wong will take it at center, and then she'll dump it into the zone. That'll kill off some more time. Sims, first one on there for the Steelers. Looks for a lane. Tries to fire it back up to the blue line. Cannot. Puck comes loose. Into the corner. Antonelli digging away. Finally, New England will come away with it, and they'll carry it out of the zone. That's out of the reach of Dorf, who chips it up the wall with 23 seconds left on the power play. We've passed the midway point of this first period. There's Keller dancing in over the blue line. She'll go to her backhand, pull up. Has 3 white jerseys draped on her, however. Doesn't really have a lane to get rid of the puck, but she can kill some time, and that'll just about end it for the New England power play that has 6 seconds remaining in it. So Pacific does an excellent job of suffocating New England's power play. And NEHC is 0 for 1 with 9.5 minutes to play in the opening frame, and we get a whistle as New England goes offsides. Still scoreless in the New England Sports Center in Marlboro. 9:27 to play in the opening period. Neutral zone face-off, near side, just out of the Pacific zone. 9:27 left. Draw won by New England. Kicked up ahead by Fox. They get it into the offensive zone, but Allen will take it away almost immediately, and will rotate the puck back up to center. Puck is fired back in. Sadie Parton moves it up the far side. That'll allow Pacific to move up ahead. Turned over, and New England will dump it right back in. Martin steers it aside and will leave it for Parton. Fired up the wall, quick passing. Pasqua will take it across center and dump it into the offensive zone. She's bumped off the puck by Olsen. First one on it for New England. Olsen lost the handle on it but left the puck behind. That puck is going to be sent down the ice, although it won't be icing, as the puck comes right on to Martins, and it will allow New England the change with 8:40 to go in the first period. Puck played up the wall. Chipped up towards center. Sims. Puck comes up sky high, and then it's eventually taken by Antonelli, who gains center and now the offensive zone and fires it right in on goal. Easily steered aside by Martins. 8:20 to go in the period. That is going to go all the way down the ice. Although Broussard in a foot race is able to jar that free momentarily. Puck comes out of the zone. Gormley is there as Pacific was changing defenders. They'll gain center and dump it in. That was Wong. We mentioned one of 2 Yukon commits on this team. UConn also down the road, although a different way than BU down in Hartford, Connecticut. Sims will chip the puck free. That comes right on. Save made by Nicholas. Rebound kicked into the corner. Dorf will try and fire it up the wall into the skates of Sims. Puck is still there, clear to the line, and then eventually out as it hopped over the stick of Wong. And Pacific has to clear the zone. They do, and New England able to get it deep for a line change. 7.5 to play. Broussard plays it back defensively. Chipped up the wall by Kristen. Up ahead for Wong. She gains the zone. Wong into the near corner. Her and Mandaree go head-to-head. Puck is jarred loose. Wong digging away at it. Pacific comes up with it. Played back up to the point for Gormley. Back over far side. There's a wrist shot. Save made. And Nicholas will hang on for a whistle with 7:04 to go in our opening period. Still scoreless between New England and Pacific. Face off to the right of the New England net. Latter portions of our opening period here from the New England Sports Center Marlboro, 0-0. If you're just joining us, I'm Alex Thomas. You're watching JWHL action. Puck is played back to the blue line. Spinning away is Keller. Trying to curl in toward the net, but she doesn't have a lane. She's forced to continue the play along the far wall, and then she's taken down hard as a couple of knees collided there. Looked like it was an accidental play, but regardless, Pacific is going to go to the power play. There's a shot. It's blocked. New England will touch it up. And after the Steelers killed the New England power play earlier, New England will have to return the favor as Pacific is going to get their first power play of the evening with 6.5 to play in our opening frame. Well, the faceoff will come to the right of Mackenzie Nicholas, who's been perfect so far in the first period. A good showing for number 1 in white. It'll be Pasqua to take the face-off, and she wins it cleanly. That'll start the setup. Back up top for Allen. Sends it in down low into the feet of Broussard. Back up to the top. Here's Allen, near side. Hops over her stick, gets it back. She'll backhand it deep into the zone. Broussard comes away with it. Patterson took a player down into the end wall. Now Patterson comes free. Gets the puck, sends it into the slot for Pasqua. No such luck, and the puck is sent down the ice with about 30 seconds already evaporated off the power play. 6 minutes to go in our opening period. Puck sent in behind New England net, chipped up the wall. Patterson tries to keep it alive. She couldn't. Has to take it back at center and plays it up for Wong. That pass is intercepted. Antonelli takes it the other way short-handed. Wrist shot blocked by Wong into the corner, but that'll kill more time off this power play, which is already a minute old, and Pacific really hasn't gotten much going with 5.5 to go in the period. Into the feet of Patterson. She couldn't chip it in the offensive zone. Comes all the way back in behind the New England net, where Mandaree will play it up ahead. 42 seconds left on the power play. They get it to the line, but that's as far as it'll go, as Keller will take the puck and spin back inside of her own zone. Pacific setting it up at their own blue line. Keller takes it into the offensive zone. She'll wait up, but whistled for offsides as Sims on the far side was a stride ahead, and the faceoff will come to the neutral zone with 5:01 remaining in the opening period. 28 seconds left on the power play. We'll have about a 2-minute break after the period. Of course, then we'll be back in immediately for period number 2. Puck is sent down the ice. Handled by Parton. Eventually we'll rotate back up to center, and then it'll be swiped back into the offensive zone by Fox. And that'll just about do it for the Pacific power play. A good kill for New England is going to keep this game tied as we get down the 4.5 minutes to play in the first period. So each team 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Puck is inside the Pacific zone, moved up ahead. Keller will take it in over the blue line. With speed, there's Keller cutting to the net in front, unable to connect. A wide open cage for Leonardon, but the puck never found number 7 out in front. Rotated back for Gormley. D to D. Shot from the blue line. That was blocked from Lume. Never did get in on Nicholas. New England will fire the puck around the wall. Keller is there. Plays it on the near side on her backhand. Trying to get it in deep. Eventually, she does. That finds Sims. Back up top, Gormley. Slap shot right on. Nicholas a save. Didn't see the rebound. She turns around and finds the loose change. It'll hang on for a whistle with 3:50 to go in the opening period. Mackenzie Nicholas, a massive save on the point shot from Gormley, and then was able to find the rebound and hang on. And that keeps us knotted up at 0. Pasquale wins the face-off under the wall and then goes and picks it up herself. Wong will fire it down into the corner. Kristen chases after it. That's McKenna Christian, who will touch it up, and Pacific is going to go back to the power play. In front, unable to finish it off was Pasquale. Extra attacker is out for the Steelers. New England yet to touch it. Puck goes into the corner. Wong chips it down low. Here's Christian spinning away with 3:20 to go in the opening frame. Dolhanty out in front. Back hit opportunity. Wong over to save by Nicholas. She got the glove down and stopped the puck. New England will finally touch it. And a power play upcoming for Pacific with 3:14 to go. But Mackenzie Nicholas makes another massive save to keep this game at 0. A golden chance for Pacific to open the scoring. Couple of real good looks on that last sequence. A sustained shift generates 2 or 3 high-quality chances, and now a power play. They're 0 for 1 on the evening so far, and they'll set it up once more. Trying to get one here late in the first period. Wong at the blue line. Wrist shot. That's tipped. They score! Power play goal from the blue line. Cameron Wong let it fly. It hit off a New England player and in, and Pacific has the lead. It comes at 16:59 on the power play. The second power play opportunity of the evening for Pacific. And this one counts. As Cameron Wong, the Yukon commit, lets it go from the blue line. And the wrist shot inadvertently hit off of a New England player. I believe it was Bird who got caught in the slot and finds its way to the back of the net. Martins makes a save. And then with some pushing after the play on Fox, not sure what has Martins fired up with 2:52 left in the period. They haven't put the goal up yet, but it is Wong's goal in the power play at 16:59 of the opening frame. Puck played back to the blue line. They whiff on a shot attempt. That was Garbin. There's a wrist shot. Sims, she scores! Through a screen, Taylor Sims comes in, lets it fly. It goes top shelf, blocker side. And just like that, Pacific's got a 2-0 lead. Traffic in front and pucks to the net. And Pacific has scored twice in just 23 seconds to take a 2-0 lead in this hockey game. That time it was just a shot through traffic by Sims that I'm not sure Nicholas ever saw. And it was perfectly placed too. Not much chance for the goaltender. Well, the clock comes down to 2:20 now remaining in the opening period with Pacific getting 2 quick goals. There's a shot from an angle, save made by Martins. Net is off behind her. So a whistle will come when New England sets it back up. Although I think Martins is just going to reset the net herself, so that'll keep the flow of play going. Moves it up ahead for Bird, and will dump it in with 2 minutes to go. That'll allow New England to get a change in the final minutes of our opening period. Puck is chipped up the wall by Lume. Doesn't get it out. Corralled by Kristen. Plays it up the wall. Hits off of a stick. Believe that was Dorf. And it's sent back in with $1:40 to go. Final 100 seconds of our opening period. Pacific will come away with it. Here's Patterson, tries to get it through, unable to do so as Pacific was on a change. Stretch pass up ahead, turned over at the blue line. That'll allow the Steelers a chance to set up in the final minute 15. Keller spins away from trouble, hangs onto the puck, and now works her way to the slot. Here's Keller trying to get it on the backhand. She couldn't. Spins in the corner, however. Back to her forehand. Keller up to the point for Wong. Wines, fires a shot. That's blocked. Penalty upcoming. And it looks like a cross-check against New England with 57.3 seconds to go in the period. And it'll be against Leah Poggio, a cross-checking penalty in the final minute of our opening period that saw Pacific score twice in 23 seconds, including once on the power play where they're 1 for 2. Allen's pass to the blue line was offside by about 2 inches as Wong brought it back in. And the faceoff will come back into the neutral zone. Final 49 seconds of our opening period. Pacific on top 2-0 if you're just joining us from the New England Sports Center in Marlborough. They're on their third power play of the evening. They're 1 for 2. And BU come in, Alex Allen takes it for a lap in the offensive zone. She'll drop it back for Wong. They'll be Hockey East opponents soon. Patterson behind the New England net. Back up top for Allen. Wong, one-timer. That's high and misses the net well wide. Setting it up in the final 20 seconds. Allen back for Wong. Another one-timer save made by Nicholas. No rebound. Patterson was on the doorstep, but Mackenzie Nicholas says no and makes a big save in the final 13 seconds of our opening frame. Imperative that New England kills this penalty off. There'll be about a minute 4, minute 3 of carryover time to period number 2 of this penalty. Face-off won by Pacific. Wong walks the line, wrist shot. That was tipped and it goes wide. Hit off the shaft of a New England player's stick and ended up dribbling onto the far side. Wong for Allen. One-timer, that's blocked. And that'll do it for the opening period that sees Pacific score twice in 23 seconds, including once on the power play, and they'll have 1 minute and 3 seconds of power play time when we return for period number 2. Once again, your score, Pacific 2, New England nothing after 1 from the New England Sports Center of Marlborough. Welcome back inside for the second period, the New England Sports Center in Marlborough. I'm Alex Thomas. You're watching JWHL action, U-19 division between the New England Hockey Club and Pacific Steelers. 2 goals in 23 seconds is the difference in this hockey game. Power play goal by Cameron Wong that was deflected into the net inadvertently by a New England player, and then 23 seconds later, it was Taylor Sims. On their third power play are Pacific. That puck in deep to the New England zone. Puck is dug free. Played along the far wall. Pasqua keeps it alive. Back to the blue line for Wong. Wines fires a shot. That's tipped. Goes just wide. Rebound. They score. Pasqua tipped it wide. It never made it to the corner. It ricocheted off of a body. And the rebound swiped in front. And just 29 seconds into the period, Pacific makes it 3-0. Believe that was Kaya Brassard at the side of the net. It was at the 29-second mark. On the power play, it is the second power play goal of the hockey game for Pacific. And it's the second deflected or rebound goal of the hockey game for them. They're willing to go to the dirty areas here, and it's resulted in 2 goals. Steelers will transport it out of the zone, but that misses the target. Will not be icing. It didn't have enough. Here's Patterson cutting in. Trying to cut towards the net. She's upended in the crease. Back to the line for Parton. Wrist shot deflected right on by Patterson, and a save made by Nicholas. Steelers setting it up. Keller, far side. Puck sent in down low. Patterson trying to get it out in front. Puck goes sky high, kicked away by a New England defender, and moved up by Garbin. And eventually back down the ice, 2.5 minutes in to this second period. Puck sent down, and this will be icing against New England, and will bring the faceoff all the way back down the ice. Face off to the right of the New England net. 18:25 to go in our middle period for the New England Sports Center in Marlborough. Puck chipped up the wall. Eventually it'll find its way to a New England forward who plays it up ahead. Lume digging away for it. In there as well is Kristen, taken away by New England. Roll off the stick of Sharp, and it's kicked back in for Wong. Wong for Lume. Up ahead for Pasqua, who carries it up. 17, the speedy forward, cutting into the net. Backhander, it's blocked and into the corner. But Pasqua gets it back, only momentarily. That's chipped off of her stick. Sent back deep into the offensive zone. Pacific setting it up. Back up top for Lume. Goes across D to D. Wong, wrist shot right on. And Nicholas makes the save with 17:26 to go in period number 2. Face-off will remain in the New England zone, this time to the left of Mackenzie Nicholas, the goaltender, who's had a good evening. Can't really be faulted for any of the 3 goals rather that have beaten her so far. Sims chips it up ahead, gets it to the blue line, kicked up ahead to late offsides against New England. Dolhanty moves it up ahead. She'll swipe it into the New England zone. Up the wall, falls onto the stick of Allen. Chips it up ahead. Off of Brassard. She'll fire it back in. Allen collects. Skates it away in the slot. Moves up ahead. Pacific will get it up to center. Sims with it now. She'll gain the blue line. Drop it back as the Steelers set things up. Keller spins away. Up to the blue line. Winding fire. Dolhanty shot. That's tipped just wide by Brassard, who adds the power play goal in this period. Allen near side. She'll fire it in along the wall. Hits off of a body and comes out towards the front of the New England net. Puck sits here. Swiped up towards the line. Not out. Second opportunity. It does get out. And it's checked by taken by Gormley, in deep in her own zone. Allen up ahead for Sims. Overskated it. Brassard pokes it up ahead. Puck is fired back in, delayed offsides for New England. They tag up. That was Fox that got it deep. Brassard will collect, take it across their own blue line, swipe it across center, but it falls on the Mandaree stick and moved up ahead for New England, who gets it deep after they gain center. About 4.5 minutes gone by in this second period between New England and Pacific, with the Steelers on top 3-0. Twice on the power play, once in the first, once in the second. They scored twice in 23 seconds in the opening period, and then just 29 seconds into this one. New England trying to set things up, cutting into the slot was Bird, but she was bumped off the puck and it's sent into the corner. Puck is fired down the ice. This will be icing against Pacific with 15:10 to go in the frame. Well, the faceoff comes back into the Pacific zone. It'll be to the left of the netminder, Martins. Draw one by Pacific. Into the corner. Here's Lume trying to turn it away. Back up top, Keller. Knocked off the puck at the blue line and fired in deep. Abeta going after it for New England. Spins away from trouble. Still holding it on her backhand. Cuts in behind the Pacific net. Rotated back up to the blue line. There's a wrist shot by Garbin that will ricochet in behind and will allow Pacific to continue the setup. Campbell tries to dig it away. Comes back up towards the top for Willard. Knocked away. Patterson at center for Pacific this time. She'll send it in towards the net. Nicholas will hang on with Patterson on the doorstep and won't take any chances with 14:27 to go in our middle period. Face off to the right of the netminder Nicholas. Backed up tonight by Lauren Barbaro, number 40. Madison Fox is the backup goaltender for Pacific this evening. Puck is fired deep into the New England zone. Kristen will chase after it for the Steelers. Number 3 in black. Chip deep into the offensive zone. Kristen digging away at it for Pacific. 4 bodies, 2 aside converge. Puck is played up the wall. Sent in around. Trying to pinch in to keep it alive is Gormley. Kicked away in the slot. Gormley sends it to the net. Misses just wide. Puck came out of that scrum pretty quickly. Nicholas was alert and ready, but the shot from Gormley ends up going wide. Puck is kicked into the corner. Baggio will pick it up and fire it up the wall. Scoff is there. Sends it back up to center. Collected by Brassard. Poked in to the Pacific zone. Played up for Wong. Takes it on the near side. She'll skate it in front of her own net. Wong will transport up to the offensive blue line and eventually into the zone. Dumps it in deep. Watched by 2 New England defenders. Wong still has it. She's gone coast to coast here and now goes back up to the top. Sims, wrist shot right on. Save made by Nicholas, and she'll hang on for a whistle with 13 minutes to play in period number 2. Wrist shot coming from the blue line. That was Taylor Sims, who scored 17-22 in the hockey game to make it 2-0 at the time for Pacific. Puck is chipped back to the blue line. It's sent in deep. Played up along the near wall. Deep inside the New England zone. Dolhanty trying to dig it free for the Steelers. Unable to do so. Sent back to the line through Allen. No icing. It was deflected, and this will allow New England an opportunity in the offensive zone. Trying to send it into the slot, looking to connect with Bird. There's a shot from the point. That's kicked away. Martin's got a piece of it with her skate. New England trying to set up some sustained pressure. Puck is played around the wall. Dolhanty comes together with Dorf. Sent deep into the zone. Played up for Broussard, who carries it across center. Broussard into the blue line. She had the goal on the power play in this period, and she let a shot go. That whistled high and wide. Steelers will try and set it up again. Allen was pinching in from the blue line. They were trying to find her a little over 8 minutes into the period, but no pass attempt. The lane was clogged up. Turned over in front of the New England net. That is flipped down the ice. This will be icing, and the faceoff will head back down into the New England zone with 11:45 to go in our second period. .45 to go. Faceoff will be to the right of the New England net. Patterson along the end boards trying to dig it free for Pacific. Played back in. Nobody able to dig it free here. We have a bit of a stalemate along the near wall. Pacific will come away with it in front. Oh, what a save by Nicholas, and she's able to grab the rebound with her blocker and hang on for a whistle as the Steelers jarred the puck loose along the near wall, then cut into the net and had a dangerous opportunity. But once again, Nicholas stands strong, and she has had a very good first half of this hockey game. That's another big save on a grade A scoring opportunity for Pacific. Face-off won by New England into the corner. About 9 minutes evaporated in our middle stanza. Try and chip the puck in down low. Kristen finds Pesqua back up to the blue line. Allen over. Wrist shot Gormley. That's blocked. Down low. It's Leonard on. Plays it around the wall. Back up top, Allen, wrist shot right on. It dribbles wide. Nicholas made the save, and the rebound ended up fluttering into the corner. Another shot in front. That chance goes just wide. Pesqua picked up the slap pass into the slot, but she had the aimer off a little bit and missed an empty cage. New England trying to skate it to safety and get out of the danger zone here. They do. That's chipped up the wall. This is going to be icing as Allen will touch it up. 10:16 to go in the second period. Pacific on top 3-0 and pushing for more. Off the draw. New England wins it, and they'll carry it from outside. Well, from behind their own net, rather. Halfway through this hockey game, 3-0 Pacific. Louime's shot blocked. Moved up ahead by NEHC, chipped up to center. Parton will swipe it back, and pucks eventually goes back to her. She flubs on the clearing attempt. That allows New England to get in deep for a moment as Bird was trying to pressure. Now along the wall, it's Nagy who digs it free for an opportunity to center it, but was unable to get it there. Here comes Sims over the blue line. She's stood up. Lume will dump it in. Sims has got to tag up. Finally, she does, with 9.5 to play in the period. Ogio moves it back up to center. Wong will collect. Lume lost the handle on it. That is fired back into the zone. We're going to have a penalty or an icing here. I believe it's going to be an icing, although Nagy was upended. Could be a penalty against Pacific. I don't believe they're going to call it. No, I think they're going to call icing against New England. And the faceoff going to go deep into the the New England zone, and an offensive zone faceoff for Pacific. 9:14 to go in the second period. 3-0 Steelers lead. Puck is sent back out to center. It'll find its way to the Pacific zone where Gormley will rotate back up towards center ice for Patterson. Lost the handle on it. That is sent in deep by Rye, although she had it sent right back to her with 8:50 to play in the period. Away with a high stick, although it falls to Gormley, so there'll be no whistle. Broussard over far side. She gets it in deep. About 8.5 to play in the second period. Broussard comes in with speed, nearly forced a turnover deep inside the New England zone. NEHC gets it out. Here they come the other way now. An opportunity that's blocked. Gormley getting in the shooting lane, able to impede Fox's opportunity. Turnover side of the net, unable to stuff it home. Was Abeta, who has it back now and plays it to the blue line. Wrist shot through traffic, that's blocked. Another opportunity in front, save made by Martins. And she hangs on for a whistle. Best shift of the period for New England. Nearly gets them on the board. But Haley Martins does an excellent job and hangs on with 8:13 to go. Could have been a big shift and a big moment in this game for New England, but Martins. And we're going to have a penalty coming up against New England here, as Pasqua was taken down hard and is very slow to get up. NEHC will touch it with 7:56 to go. And Pasqua checking her face. I don't know if she took a high stick. It was in behind the play. They're going to call interference against Bird. And Pacific, who is 2 for 3 on the power play, will get their fourth opportunity in the hockey game with 7:56 remaining in period number 2, and an opportunity to extend the lead to 4. It was an interference in behind the play. Faceoff will be to the right of Nicholas, and the draw is won cleanly by Pacific. They'll set it up. Allen with a wrist shot, save made by Nicholas, and she jumps on the rebound. We'll hang on for a whistle, 7:50 to go. Draw won by Pacific. Allen at the blue line. Wrist shot tipped, and it goes just wide. They set the screen up in front. They're trying to get it through traffic. But that time it hits off Dohanty and goes into the corner. New England unable to get it out of the zone with 1:35 remaining on the power play. This time they do. That'll head all the way down on to Martins, who will leave it for Wong, and she'll play it from in behind her own net. Wong carries it up through center. Speedy defender will chip it into the zone. Chase after it. She gets it herself. Forehand with a shot right on. Nicholas to save. And she hangs on for a whistle with 1:18 left in the power play. Cameron Wong displaying speed there. Takes it coast to coast. Goes from her backhand to her forehand and gets a shot on goal. The speedy defender has been very good tonight for Pacific. Making a case for being the best player on the ice so far. And she has it now. She opened the scoring at 16:59 of the first period with a power play goal. 7 minutes even to go in the period. Wong thought she was able to hold it in at the line, but the official disagrees, and with 1:03 left in the power play, the faceoff will come back into the neutral zone. 6:58 remaining in regulation time, second period time, 1:03 in the power play. Patterson wins the faceoff cleanly to Wong. D to D for Allen. She carries it over the blue line and will get ready to set up shop. Takes it in behind the net. Thought about cutting to the net, didn't have the lane. Now she'll rotate it back to the blue line. Wong goes across Broussard, far side, wrist shot. That flutters wide. Allen will collect it. Doesn't have a passing lane, so she'll have to play it along the wall, and she'll curl in behind the New England net. Sends it into the slot. That shot put just wide from Patterson. Comes back over to the far wall for Allen. Back to Patterson. Up top, Broussard. Broussard, wrist shot. That's blocked. Hit her own player. Comes back up into the slot. New England trying to get it out. They can't. It was over stick handled and then sent out of the zone. And I believe a penalty is coming. It is against Pacific. So that'll end the fourth power play of the game for the Steelers. And that will put New England on their second power play They're 0 for 1, but first we're going to have to go 19 seconds at 4-on-4. Pacific will gain the blue line. Shot towards the net. That's blocked. In front was Leonard on. Back up top for Parton. Under 6 to play in the second period. The penalty is over to New England. It's a power play for NEHC. That shot from the blue line went wide into the corner. 90 seconds remaining on the NEHC power play. 5:44 left in the period. Gormley. Leonard on over to the far side. Back up top, Gormley at the point. Penalty kill for Pacific, setting it up here. Out of the reach of Pasqua. New England able to come away with it. Trying to skate it to safety, unable to do so. Ogio will try and move it back. Instead, she leaves it behind for Bird, and will start the rush herself. 16 in white with speed, carries it into the offensive zone. Here's Bird. Forced to the outside, able to maintain, then try and rotate it down low. Instead, that'll find the stick of Parton, who sends it the length of the ice with 52 seconds left on the power play. Kavita cross center by Abeta. She pulls up, looks for a lane. Tried to send it to the net. That was blocked, and now an opportunity the other way for Sims. Breakaway for Sims. She's in. Unable to put it home and hit off the goalpost. She beat out Nicholas, but lost the handle on it. Partner wrist shot save made by Nicholas, and she hangs on. Sims had the move she wanted, but the puck just rolled off of her stick and hit off the post. Ever so close to a shorthanded goal by Sims, but she just couldn't polish the play. And with 27 seconds to go on the power play, it'll be an offensive zone faceoff for the penalty killers of Pacific. In front, they score. Shorthanded goal, it was Kelsey Patterson, who went to the front of the net, received the pass, and tipped it past the glove of Nicholas. That comes at 15:28 in the middle frame. And it is a short-handed goal for Pacific. Ringlet will take it in over the blue line. Wrist shot, misses wide. Comes back up towards the point. Antonelli keeps it in, whiffs on it. Able to get it back, and she'll try and rotate it in deep. Stays on sides, leaves the puck behind. Carried ahead by Olsen. Wrist shot, that's blocked. She tries to push it in towards the net. Antonelli with it now. Penalty is over. Back to even strength. Wrist shot, that's blocked. Leonard on, got in the lane. Sent in behind, here's Wong. She'll transport it up ahead for Sims. Dumped in behind the New England net. Big hit down low. Abeta was taken down, and she's slow to get up. 3:40 to go in period number 2. Puck comes in towards the New England net, chipped out by Patterson. Comes back up along the wall. Campbell chips it up, kept in. Lume, wrist shot, misses well wide. Getting in the lane was Willard. Pasqua in there. Antonelli digs it free. Clear to the line, not out. Lume kept it alive. Now Antonelli will transport to center, and she'll get it in deep with 3:09 to go. Up ahead, that's out of the reach of Ray. And with 3:01 remaining in the period, we will get an icing against Pacific, and the faceoff will come in to the Steelers' end. Faceoff will be to the left of the Steelers' net. Point shot was knocked down, played up to the blue line, but not out. New England able to get it deep in the final 3 minutes of the second period. 4-0 your score. Pacific on top. That's chipped up ahead. Cut back down into the New England zone with 2:48 remaining. Allen keeps it alive. She'll fire it in with 2:43 remaining. Leaving it behind is Nicholas. Fires it up the wall. Chipped up ahead by New England. They get it halfway up the far wall, but that's about as far as it'll travel there. Now they'll try it on the other way. Wraps it around the wall. Kept in at the blue line. Shot attempt blocked, far side. That's Broussard. Pulls away. Rotates it back up to the top for Allen. Back down Broussard. Looking. Wrist shot. That flutters high and wide. That'll miss the net. And it'll be played over to the near corner. Patterson, whose goal made it 4-0. Back up top for Allen. Wrist shot tipped. That doesn't reach the net. And New England's able to clear it out of the zone with 1:53 remaining. Sharp tried to get it up across. Now she'll fire it into the offensive zone. But it falls right onto the stick of Allen. She'll move it up ahead. Gaining the zone is Broussard. Looking for a lane in front. That misses the target. And it'll go all the way into the far corner. 95 seconds to go in the second period. Puck rotated back up to the top. Well, it doesn't reach there as New England's able to get it and fire it up around the near wall. Can't clear the zone. Kept in. Gormley. Now Broussard back to the blue line. Not out. Patterson keeps it alive with 76 seconds left in the frame. Chipped up the wall and down the ice. This will be icing. And the faceoff will head all the way down the ice into the New England zone with 70 seconds left in the period. Face off to the left of the New England net. Won cleanly by Pacific. Back up top. Wong. Wrist shot. She put it wide. Leonard on. Plays it back to the blue line. Chipped up ahead by New England to the line, but not out. Leonard on. Trying to get there. Could not. Bogio keeps it alive. Under a minute to go. Wrist shot by Pesquat. Save made by Nicholas. And she'll hang on to the rebound for a whistle with 50.6 seconds to play in the second period. Face-off won by Pacific. 45 seconds remaining in the period. Collision on the end boards. Sees a pair of number 7s get tangled up. Chipped up the wall. Sent in deep by Kristen. Antonelli tries to wrap it around. She can't. Back in. Sent up the near wall. 23 seconds remaining in the period. Pasqua will collect. Play it up ahead. Sent in on Nicholas. She'll make the save and hang on for a whistle with 7.1 seconds to go. That was Leonard on who shot it from an angle. And the faceoff will believe it's going to go to the left of Nicholas. It is with 7.1 left in the period. New England wins the draw, and that'll do it for the second frame. Pacific adds 2 more, 1 on the power play, 1 shorthanded. And that'll bring us to our second intermission. We'll take a break, then come back in for period number 3. Once again, your score, Pacific 4, NEHC nothing. You're watching JWHL U-19 hockey. Welcome back inside the New England Sports Center in Marlborough, Massachusetts. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes to go between the Pacific Steelers and the New England Hockey Club U-19 division. JWHL, I'm Alex Thomas. 4-0 Pacific leading this hockey game. They scored a pair of goals in the opening period, just 23 seconds apart. Getting a power play goal from Cameron Wong, and then moments later a goal from Taylor Sims to make it 2-0. They would score early into the second period, just 29 seconds into the frame, on a power play goal by Kelsey Patterson, their second power play tally of the night. The one goal was a power play goal as well. And then the goal on the power play was scored by Kaya Brassard. And then shorthanded at 15:28 of the period, it was Kelsey Patterson. Haley Martins has been perfect in goal. At the other end, Mackenzie Nicholas has been quite strong for New England tonight. She's had a couple of 10-bell saves in this hockey game. That is into its final period of regulation time. New England will go from right to left across your screen. From left to right will go Pacific and their black road uniforms from Vancouver, British Columbia. New England, of course, playing in this building wearing their white home uniforms. Puck is chipped back outside the New England blue line and fired up towards center. Gormley sweeps at it at center ice. Pasqua will watch that go past her, and that is sent down forward icing, and we get our first whistle just 23 seconds in to the third period. Pacific is 2 for 4 on the power play in this hockey game. New England is 0 for 2. Steelers win the draw. It's into the skates of Wong and chipped up ahead. And an opportunity for Campbell the other way. Here goes Campbell. Wrist shot. Knocked away by Martins. Kicked into the corner. Steelers will pick that up and fire it down the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. Didn't have enough steam anyways, as New England will collect and move it up the ice. Sharp gains the blue line, trying to cut into the net. Opportunity in the slot. That rolled through a couple of players' skates. It finds its way to the far corner. Carried up ahead by Brassard. She'll take it into the blue line. Wrist shot. That's blocked and tipped into the far corner. Brassard, first one on it, leaves it in behind. Ray trying to cut it in the slot for Allen and Patterson. Allen will receive it along the near wall as Pacific will start to set it up. Ray will swipe it in. Off of Brassard. Down low for Allen. Wrist shot tipped right on. Saved by Nicholas. Kicked over into the far corner. Sent down low. Brassard chips away. New England holds it deep in their own zone. Fanned on the clearing attempt. Second opportunity. Sent up out of the zone. Right into the glove of Allen, who fires it back in. She's a bit shaken up, number 2 in black, but she sends it back in, allowing both sides to get changes. New England turned it over at the blue line. That's chipped back into the Pacific end that time. But here comes Sims, cutting in on goal. Sims in alone. She fanned on the shot. Rebound, couldn't get a handle on it. Keller spins away. That's the second time Taylor Sims has been all alone, but just simply lost a handle on the puck. Allen bumped to the blue line, keeps it in a second time. Ricocheted off the wall, deep into the corner. New England fans on it. Puck up to the wall. Scuff will move it into the zone, and now she'll chase after it. Although they blow it dead for icing with 17:34 to go. Thought New England may have won that foot race, but the officials disagree. And the faceoff will come back into the New England zone to the right of Nicholas. Now the officials will, I thought they were going to converse, but the faceoff will stay deep in the New England zone. Pascal will take it offensively for Pacific. She'll be opposite of Antonelli. Kick back to the blue line. Here's Wong. Rotates it deep down low. Held by Kristen. That's fired just wide. Wong will pinch in to keep it alive. Wong trying to cut into the net. Holding her ground was a Beta to prevent that scoring opportunity for Pacific. Kick back up into the neutral zone. Pasqua was out of her reach. Carried up ahead by Campbell. Pasqua with it now. Rotates it back. Wong playing without a stick. 3 minutes gone by in the period. Wong was unable to pick anything up there. That is sent down the ice. This will be icing against the Steelers. Wong's stick is all the way down to the New England end. And you see the puck, the stick rather, that the official is picking up now. That belongs to Cameron Wong, who was trying to play defense without a stick in her own zone. That is awfully tough to do. As the twig returned to its rightful spot on the Pacific bench. 16:53 to go in regulation time. Steelers in command of this hockey game, up 4-0. Moved up ahead. Gaining the blue line. Patterson, wrist shot, save made. Rebound, then it hopped over the stick of Ray. Would have had a wide open net. But Ray couldn't get a handle on it. Sent in deep. Patterson, first one on it with a ton of real estate to work with in the near corner. Closed in on quickly. New England able to get the puck, working it up the wall. That was Bird. He was tripped up. No, there is a penalty coming. Didn't see the hand up initially. Bird draws a tripping penalty. As Brassard will go to the box. And not much of a protest there. So New England, who is 0 for 2 on the power play, will get an opportunity to get on the board. 16:23 to go. Face off in the neutral zone. Right in front of our broadcast perch. Draw one by Pacific. That's fired down deep into the New England end. Nabeta will hold it. Looks for a lane. She'll pull up now and survey. Nabeta carries it up ahead. Plays it for Scoff. Bumps Sims off the puck. Comes back for Nabeta. Inside of her own blue line. Knocked off the puck by Sims. Aggressive penalty killing by Taylor Sims. Unable is New England to gain the offensive zone yet, and we're a half a minute into the power play. As now it is Parton who picks it up and will go across D to D. Stretch pass for Sims. Shorthanded breakaway. Save made by Nicholas. Rebound. She scores. Taylor Sims, third time's the charm on a breakaway, her second in the hockey game. It is also the second shorthanded goal for Pacific. And after being unable to convert on the first two breakaways she got in the hockey game at 4:22, Sims scores shorthanded, and Pacific with a commanding 5-0 lead. And here they come for more, and this puck just hopped over the stick of Patterson, or else it would have been another shorthanded breakaway for the Steelers. Abeta will hold it behind her own net, looks for a lane. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Kicked back to the blue line for Abeta, but it was knocked down by a Steeler and sent back to the New England blue line. Up ahead by Fox. Over the blue line was Nagy. She'll touch it with 33 seconds to go, and offsides is New England with 14:55 to go in the hockey game. Short-handed goal for Taylor Sims on the rebound. Our only goal this third period. It is 5-0 Steelers. Welcome in those of you watching back in Vancouver, where this Pacific team is stationed out of. I'm Alex Thomas. I hope you've enjoyed this JWHL broadcast from the New England Sports Center in Marlborough on a frigid first Saturday of February. New England starting from behind their own net. Patterson impeded the pass with 15 seconds to go on the power play. She'll take it for a skate around the offensive zone and chip it in deep. Leonard on. Try to fire it back up to the point. Some confusion there. Carried in onside. Brassard takes a high stick. No call. Penalty is expired, and New England is 0 for 3 on the power play while surrendering a pair of shorthanded goals. There was a collision in front of the Pacific bench, and a New England forward was injured. Now carrying it in, here's Brassard, 2-1-none. She shoots, save made by Nicholas. Rebound poked away. Wong gets it back, sends it into the slot. New England recovers. They'll move it up ahead, taken by Willard. She gains center, gets it around Gormley, but it falls under the stick of Pasqua. Chipped up to the wall, far side. Wong will get it up. High slot taken away, wrist shot from an angle. Martins makes the save, and she'll hang on for a whistle with 13:39 to go in regulation time. Face off to the left of Martins is attempted to be kicked up the wall by Lume, but New England doing a good job of keeping it deep. 6.5 minutes into our final period. Moved up ahead. Here comes Keller trying to center it in front. Just Sims, who's got a pair in this hockey game, looking for the hat trick. And New England defensively does a good job of getting in the passing lane. Trying to dig it free is Mandery. Played up the wall for Lume. Keeps it alive, rotates it in tight. Lume down low in the far corner. Two bodies aside, dig away for it. Lume kicks it free. Mandery is there for New England. Fakes the dump off, and now she'll skate it over to the far wall. Play it up off the bounce towards center. Nagy will collect it. Kicked away. Campbell watches, as does Antonelli. Puck comes free. Taken by Pacific. Carried over the blue line by Keller. Wines fires the shot. Saved by Nicholas. Over to the corner. Rebound cleared on the line, but not out. Lume gets it in deep. Mandery is slow to get up after that sequence in front of the net. In front, Nicholas makes a save. Brassard put the passing attempt into the netminder's stick, and she almost accidentally ricocheted into the net. But Mackenzie Nicholas does a good job to stay alert and makes the save with 12:27 to go to keep it a 5-goal game. Faceoff was to the right of the New England net, and Pacific only had 3 players out there. The defenders were changing, and the officials still dropped the puck. New England will dig it free, trying to send it back up top. Here's Gormley. Down low. Steelers looking to set things up. Gormley into the slot over the stick of Patterson. Engages with Olsen in the far corner. Patterson digs it free, plays it off the back wall. Opeta will chase after it. Wrestled free by Willard. Up the boards. Olsen is there. She'll chip it up ahead. Gormley gains the blue line. For Pacific, moved up ahead by Olsen. Gormley digs it free. Back up to the top. That was Allen who tried to get it in deep. Carried the other way by Sharp. Gets around Allen. Here comes Sharp cutting in from an angle. Wrist shot save made by Martins. Rebound kicked away. Collected by Bird. Along the far wall. Had that shot attempt blocked. Poked down the ice. No icing. Wouldn't have reached. Dorf will play it first with 11:11 to go in the hockey game. Dorf up the wall. Out of the reach of Schaff. Collected by Sharp this time. Carries it in to the offensive zone. Tried to drop it back. That was out of the reach of everybody with Bird cutting down the slot. Looking for the tip. Kristen moves it up to the blue line. It was out. And now a breakaway the other way for Pasqua. She's in. Scores. Danica Pasqua, the Yukon commit, on the breakaway, polishes off the play. At 9:25 of the period. And it is 6-0 Pacific. Puck is sent in deep. Dug free by Poggio. Comes up near side. Nagy chips it along the wall. Trying to send it for Pasqua in front. Was Leonard on. Unsuccessful in doing so, and now Peyton Nagy will carry it the other way. She'll get it in deep. Martins will settle it behind her own net. 9:50 to go in regulation time, and Pacific well in command in this one late on a Saturday night in Marlborough. Wrist shot save made by Martins. Pasqua will chip it up ahead. That'll come down to the New England blue line. Willard will carry it up ahead, gain the offensive zone, tries to drop it back for a Beta, comes out into the neutral zone. She'll collect it, move it up ahead for Willard, who will dump it in deep. In behind Martins. Mandaray, who's none the worse for wear after being hurt on the last shift, back out there for New England. That's a good sign. Puck is sent down the ice. This will be icing. And the whistle sounds with 9:08 to go. Faceoff will be to the right of the netminder Martins. 2 goals in each period so far for the Steelers, who have come to Marlborough and are taking care of business. Puck is tipped in behind the Steeler net with 8.5 to go. Up ahead, out of the reach of Sims. Comes back to center, dumped in by Dorf. Held by Pacific, up ahead, out of the reach of Keller. Kept in the zone by Dorf, sends it in towards the net, out of the reach of Martins. And out of the reach of Parton as well. Olsen at center will try and get it in deep. 8 minutes to go in the hockey game. Chipped up ahead by Parton. In behind the New England net. Wrapped around the wall. Comes back up to the blue line. Sent in. Near side, Sims taken down hard with a knee. And believe Sharp is going to go to the penalty box. With 7:45 to go in regulation time. Here's Gormley after the face-off win for Pacific. There's a shot, grazes the outside of the net, kicked into the corner. Patterson will pick it up, back up top for Gormley. 2 for 4 on the power play is Pacific tonight. That heavy shot from the blue line misses wide. Gormley up top for Juan. Wines fires a shot. That's blocked into the corner. They have grazed a Beta, the New England defender. Patterson picks it up near corner, rotates it back up top. Gormley looking for a tip, side of the net for Broussard, who picks it up far wall. Broussard looking, calms it down, back up top for Juan. Right back down Broussard, far side, tries to chip it in for Ray and does. Ray leaves it for Broussard. Looking for a lane, has Gormley back door, in front, save made by Nicholas, another opportunity, and she covers it up with 1:08 left on the power play. 6.5 remaining in the hockey game. The faceoff will go to the right of the netminder Mackenzie Nicholas. Draw one by Pacific, back up top for Allen. Wrist shot tipped wide off the stick of Leonardon. Back up top for Allen. She'll fire it back in deep with 6 to play in the period. Pasqua will rotate it around. Leonardon. Back for Pasqua, far corner. The captain has a goal in this hockey game. Came at 9:25 of the period on a breakaway. Puck kicked off of the skates of the netminder Nicholas and sent down the ice with 34 seconds left on the power play. Chipped up ahead for Leonardon. Fired down the ice, out of the reach of Allen with 18 seconds to go on the power play. Clock continues to churn down the 5:19 in regulation time. Carried over the blue line by Pasqua. Looking for a lane. She twirls around, back up top. Lume, Pasqua, Allen near side. She'll collect it. Allen across. Pasqua fires a shot that misses, but not by much. Near wall, Allen will get it in deep. Swipes it down low over the stick of Olsen. That is sent down the ice. Penalty is over, by the way, so Pacific down the 2 for 5 on the power play in this hockey game, and that is whistled dead for icing. with 4:36 to go in the hockey game. Face-off will be to the right of Nicholas. I'll check that'll be to her left. It'll be Sims, who has a pair of goals to take the draw offensively, and it's won that time by Sharp, who is fresh out of the penalty box. Up ahead, out of the reach of Olsen, who chips it into the zone with 4:07 to go in regulation time for the New England Sports Center of Marlborough. All Steelers, 6-0 Pacific in this hockey game. Carried up ahead by Keller with Dolhanty with her. Keller forced to the outside. She pulls up, back up to the top for Gormley. Dishes over, out of the reach of Sims. Tries to rotate it back up to the point and does. Wrist shot, save made by Nicholas. Rebound, sits in the slot, cleared away by New England. Sends it back in behind the net. Garvin, number 9 in white, will collect. She'll rotate it off of the, I believe that hit off of Bird. He finds it again. Goes across D to D for Skopf, who put it into the feet of a pileup of Pacific players in front of the Steeler bench. 3:19 to go. Gormley will take it in on the near wall, the offensive zone. Try to center it out in front, couldn't do so. That was Abeta who was there. Wong will catch up now. She pulls in, wrist shot, blocked, and will skid her over to the near wall. Broussard back up top, Gormley fires it down low. Broussard curls in, wrist shot. She put it high and wide, misses the cage. Wong down low this time, lost it. Abeta picks it up. 2:50 remaining in the hockey game. She'll try and clear it. That attempt was tipped, gets to the line. Gormley gets it back in deep. Broussard digging away for it, this time working on Antonelli. Puck sent deep, two bodies aside, dig away at it. Coming away with it is Ray. She spins it her backhand. In from Patterson, a shot. She misses the net wide. Antonelli working on Patterson in the corner. Broussard is there. Abeta in support for New England. Digs it free. Puck comes out in front. Wong on the far side with 2:20 to go in the hockey game. She'll play it over for Gormley. Looking for a lane. Gormley, wrist shot. That's puck. Rebound. And it's sent just wide by Ray. And a wide open cage may have caught the goaltender who was coming across. That's Nicholas. Sent back out in front. New England able to clear it out of the zone. Here comes Fox. She moves it across center. Fox will dump it in at the blue line. She'll go and chase with 2 minutes remaining in the hockey game. Wong with it behind her own net. She'll settle it down, kill some more clock. It now reads 1:47. Moving it up ahead. Here comes Patterson. Into the zone. Patterson in alone. She put it wide. Nifty move to cut in all alone. Or Kelsey Patterson. But misses the net onto the far side. New England tried to clear the zone, but it hit off of a NEHC player on the bench with 80 seconds remaining in regulation time. Pacific is going to take this one here on a Saturday night. They had a pair of power play goals and a pair of shorthanded goals, as well as a pair of 5-on-5 goals, and have scored twice in each period of this hockey game. And Haley Martins is now 55 seconds away from a clean slate. Kristen will pick it up in the near corner, try and rotate it back up to the point. She does. Allen will fire it in down low. Collected by Leonardon. Back up to the blue line for Allen. Dishes it over far side. Lume will fire it in with about half a minute to go. 35 seconds to be exact in the hockey game. Puck comes free. Near corner. New England is able to pick it up. They'll rotate it up. Here comes Allen. Wrist shot save made by Nicholas. And she'll hang on with 24 seconds to go. And that'll just about do it. Pacific scores twice in each period. They get a shutout from Haley Martins. And they take this hockey game by a final score of 6-0. Final faceoff is down. Dolhanty's shot goes wide, and that'll do it as New England clears it out of the zone, and the horn will sound. Pacific adds 2 more in the third period, including a shorthanded goal from Taylor Sims, who is the only player to score twice. They blank New England in this one by a final score of 6-0. For the entire JWHL team, I'm Alex Thomas saying so long for the New England Sports Center in Marlborough. Once again, your score, Pacific 6, New England 0.